we have been consistently doing very well in our exams. We had in 2020 KCP results, we had a candidature of 94. Out of the 94 children, we had 20 children scoring 400 and above, and about 63 scoring between 350 and 399. We had 11 children scoring below 350, and the last child had a mark of 331. Selection of Form 1 is key. The parents and the teachers must work together to ensure that the child picks the right school for Form 1. For example, this time that we're doing the selection for Form 1 this month, in fact, NEC has opened its portal until 30th of this month, when it will close down. A child in class 8 should pick 4 national schools. Now, these 4 national schools are in 4 clusters. 4 clusters, and a parent must look at the 4 clusters and pick 1 school from each cluster. Now, with the help of the teacher and the academic ability of the child, the teacher, the child, and the parent must come to a conclusion to what kind of school the child can pick. And as you pick the schools, bear in mind that the rest of the children would like to pick the same school. So you can pick kids who are of the same academic caliber or qualification, picking alliance, for example, if they are boys, and you put 5 or 10 boys in one school. We must distribute them in all the national schools that are available. So we look at the first cluster, we look at the second cluster, the third cluster, and the fourth cluster. After you pick, then you can put them in any order that you may wish, so long as each school is in its own cluster. In the second choice of extra county schools, we have 3 clusters of schools. So you pick one from the first cluster, the second cluster, and third cluster. Now, after you pick the 3 schools, then you can as well reorder them, put them in an order that you wish, so that even cluster 3 can be school number 1, cluster 1 can be school number 2, and cluster 3 or cluster 1 can be school number 3. That way you're assured of getting the national school that you wish to get, the extra county school that you wish to get. Now, in the county schools, you pick 2. In the sub-county schools, you pick 2. Now, in a school like Buka and these other well-performing schools, we want our kids to go to either a national school or one of the best extra county schools. And as a child who is 13 and a half, 14 years, we impress upon the child that for you to go to this kind of cluster school, then you must score this kind of marks. So the child does his or her work, her exams, her internal exams and external exams, bearing in mind the kind of school that the child wants to go to. And that's how we make it to ensure that our children at Book Academy go to the schools that they have chosen. We distribute them all around, we work towards it, we focus on the schools, and everything we do in class, all exams you write in class are geared towards the attainment of the mark that can uplift us and take us to the schools of our choices. It is important, and it's important that you, the parent, in liaison with the teachers, in conjunction with the child, sit down together and look at those clusters and pick the right schools for your children. As you, for class 8, as you go ahead and do, wish you all the best and ensure that your child goes to the school of your choice. Remember, the school your child goes to defines almost 90% the kind of person, the kind of course the child will do at the university.